sweet. I'm able to do it.
So what's up, motherfuckers? What's going on, bitches? Okay. We gonna play some football.
What up, dude? Y'all can't see over here. Let's see how I can get this for y'all. Looking good. What's wrong with little baby? Oh, you want to get past me? Ah.
And it went out. And you have the lighter.
Thank you.
But yeah, if I come back, I don't want to be in your camera view.
You don't have to be. Nobody want to see you anyway, Otis. Why everybody think they want to see? Alright, that's cool. Let's get to it. Yeah, y'all can't see me, alright? Alright. You can hear me though, right? Let me make sure y'all can hear me though. Can you hear me though? What, can you hear me, bitch?
Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UNLV Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA.
We playing 4-0 with San Diego State. Why the hell is San Diego State for?
On the run, it's Thomas.
Thomas.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
We have one of them years.
They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Calandria. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I do, bro.
That is the perfect.
You ain't gonna make me smoke that, cause yeah, you ain't gonna make me smoke that shit. That kamanazi. Yeah, that.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that,
So,
hard
like,
to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's caught. It's Reynolds. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of
No,
downs.
that's what she's saying, basically.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Great. Thank you.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Drop that big girl.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense, keeping the defense on their heels.
To the air on first down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision making.
But I'm watching a woman say that. I'm saying that to a woman. Let me see your stroke, shawty. You ain't got no rhythm in that coochie. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Put some hips in that shit. Bro, what's up? Like 20 seconds?
24 seconds.
24 seconds. That is hot.
I didn't even make a minute.
That is ass, yo.
I didn't even make a minute.
Pack her up
UNLV
and send
ready
her
to go
home.
back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
I'm talking about 3 minutes in
Just didn't
in
seem
that
like the
position.
quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Missionary.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
I'm just saying.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. As it's incomplete, and by this stage of his career, I think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line line of scrimmage, they may have jumped the gun.
I bragged about like our offensive like prowess and shit.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. On the move, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here.
Touchdown, Vegas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Told you, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fuck you too. You half-dead motherfucker.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Handoff to the lone back. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch called for.
Oh boy. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get to the chat. But where's the chat? Gonna need more wax.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Rebels.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Let me zoom it in for you, sir, because I know you blind in the motherfucker. Look. I zoomed in so you can see. He throw it. And off a ball. It gets his hands. That shit hit him dead in his shit. Like, nigga, this shit hit you dead in your shit. Like, I ain't playing. It hit him dead in his shit. Man, we should clip that up. Can I clip that up? I don't even know how to do that type of shit. Anyway, let me figure out how to get to this goddamn chat. No, that's all them the wrong buttons. I don't even know why I don't go straight to the goddamn chat, other goddamn thing. But go right here.
decide to punt it away.
Resume.
A fair catch taken just. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Working the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43.
I can see you niggas talking to me. If y'all talking.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking for space, it's Lee. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance.
Eventually, I'm gonna get my own school, and we gonna be lit. I'll be able to do all the recruiting and stuff. But for now, we just playing the backseat to Coach Dan Baylor.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Big play. 3rd and long.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
college football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, UNLV.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on.
Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable 1st half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by UNLV ready to go back to work on offense.
We got to run the ball more.
The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradley. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Pulled in. I'm looking at that single coverage on the outside. Both sides.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria.
He's his man. And I think
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. This is... UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Gump. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense, because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
And the Rebels will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Microphone trigger.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable.
Rebels offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. QB got it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
The option look. The pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend these.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Yay.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Using his legs, it's Lee. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Big run.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Here it comes.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure.
I hate it. I hate it. We got the ball back.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. 1 possession game, getting late, 1st order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Trying to power it in. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Touchdown, Vegas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That one ought to give them full control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
That is exactly what you want.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
I scored them 24-9. I put them 24 in the fourth quarter though. They had 9 in the whole second half. Defense did their job. Finally. Coach ain't doing shit. Watch. It's bum ass nigga. Every time I put somebody on the board, I just stop recruiting. Cause every time I put somebody on the board, his bitch ass take them off. And all he doing is losing recruits. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see what coach did. Nothing, lost another one. Nothing. He recruiting all defense at that. Look at the wide receivers. What, he want me to recruit? He want me to scout these niggas? Oh, he can eat a bowl of baby dicks, boy. I'ma do it, though. That bitch ass. Oh, bro. He a hoe. He can't even clean up his own board, like with his hoe ass. Fucking coach trash. You know, I am trying to upgrade my life skills.
All right.
All right. Thanks, man, before you go, babe.
Well, I'm going to put on some trousers because I don't have any brush.
Yeah, please. Give me some head before you go. Thank you.
Give you some head. You should ask for head like 20 minutes ago.
That's a joke.
You're a little too late for the head train.
Hey, yo. Your ass all in the camera and shit.
Is it for real?
It was.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm
That's funny as shit. The only person in here is me. I ain't got no views.
Oh, baby, pass me my slippers.
Your slippers. What slippers? See you in about 2. See you in about 2
hours. Maybe. Hour, 30 minutes. Just gotta stop at the store to get water, that's why.
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at these motherfucking stand. Oh wait. See why I can't hear myself.